Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is going to be the first video of my July tutorials. Basically what that means is that during July I'm not going to do any video that's not a tutorial. So if you're interested to watch those tutorials, please subscribe to my channel and let's get started with the first tutorial that is going to be arguably the most unwearable one of the bunch because it's going to be a really vampy tutorial. And for that I'm going to start out with my eyes, and I'm going to prime my eyes using the Maybelline Color Tattoos in the shade Pomegranate Punk, and I have a mirror over there, so if you see me looking at the mirror, it's probably because I need to see what I'm doing. Alright, so I'm going to grab that shade heavily on my finger, and I'm going to apply this on the lid, and then with whatever remains on my finger, I'm going to drag it into the crease. Like so. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye, obviously. I just need to look in the mirror to make sure that everything looks even. I feel like this eye is more pigmented than the other eye, which is what I'm going to work on, just to get the most even effect on both eyes. I think that this is enough. And now I'm going to take my bronzer, which is the Guerlain Terracotta 4 Seasons bronzer, and I'm going to contour my eyes. Basically, I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush and a combination of the shades all over the crease and a little bit more like a straight line. This is actually quite experimental for me because I've never done anything like this before. I'm going to really try to intensify this. And I'm going, as you can see, I'm going heavily with the bronzer simply because I really want my eyes to look sunk in. But that's not going to be obvious until the finished look, so we're going to have to be patient a little bit. Look straight into a mirror and make sure that your eyes look even. I know that my complexion looks a little bit imperfect, but we're going to work on that later after we're done with the eyes. And now we're going to take a purple palette, and I'm going to use my Guerlain Le Violets palette. I'm going to use this shade in the outer V. I'm going to take my Bobbi Brown smudge brush, which looks like this, dip it into this shade, and apply it on the outer part of the lid. I am probably going to apply everything heavily in this look. So if you find that it looks a little too pigmented or a little too heavy, you can definitely tone it down or something. Alright, this is the first eye done. We're going to do the same thing on the second eye. I find that this brush is actually perfect for this kind of job, like the outer V kind of thing. Let's do it again. Alright, this looks okay to me. And I'm going to take that, let's see, what do I think I should be doing now? Okay, I'm going to take the Le Bois de Rose quad, and I'm going to take I think I'm going to take the same brush, dip it into this rosy shade, and apply it on the inner half of the crease. This is again experimental, so if it ends up looking like a catastrophe. I'm probably not going to post it, but let's hope that it doesn't end up looking like catastrophe anyway. I want my eyes to look very swollen, so basically the red eye is what I'm going for, the red eye effect. And now I'm going to take the L'Oreal Infallible in pink, Forever Pink. And okay, if I can just open it, that would be helpful. And I'm going to take the MAC 239 brush, and I'm going to apply this on the middle part of the lid, just like so. And I'm going to really intensify it because I want the focus to be on the middle part of the lid. This is looking dramatic, in my opinion. This is starting to look really dramatic, which is what I'm going for. Okay, now I'm going to take that same brush with the dark glitter shade from the Tom Ford Titanium Smoke Quad. I'm going to take this one with my fingers, and I'm going, oh wait, there's a phone. Let me just answer it about the interruption. So let's continue with the look. I'm going to again take the darkest glitter shade from the from the Titanium Smoke Tom Ford Quad, and I'm going to use my ring finger for this, and I'm going to apply this on the outer V of my eye, obviously, as you can probably tell. And I'm going to obviously blend it later, but for now, this is going to be what I'm going to do. Okay, I really think that this glitter is just stunning. You can definitely opt for a MAC pigment if you find one that's as good as this, but obviously I'm not experienced in the MAC world, so I'm going to shut up and do what I'm doing, which is use my Tom Ford Quad. And I'm going to go back with that like eggplant purple reddish shade from the Le Violet Squad, and I'm going to apply this a little bit on the outer part of the outer V, simply because I don't want it to look as black, but I want it to look more like a purple black, if that makes any sense. Alright, now I'm going to take the Smashbox crease brush. I'm going to blend everything together. Blend, 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 blend. I'm going back with my bronzer. Okay, this is going to be a very long video. I apologize for that. And I'm going to apply the darkest shades on the outer V as well. Okay, now I'm going to start working on my complexion. I need to make sure that my finger is completely clean, so let me wipe it on the chair. Anyway, so I'm going to start out with priming my face using the Estee Lauder Illuminating Perfecting Primer, only on the T-zone. This is my primer of choice for my T-zone, simply because I find that it's going to prevent it from creasing around the lines, which I don't like. Nobody likes that, I guess. I'm not an exception yet. And I'm going to take the Guerlain Noir primer all over the rest of my face. And for the complexion of the vampire, I find it to be very sallow, very pale, and very sunk in. So I'm going to really intensify the contours as well as really brighten up my complexion. And yeah, so let's get started. I'm going to use my foundation first, which is the Guerlain Lingerie de Peau, my favorite. And I'm going to apply it on my hand first, and then I will apply a little bit of this all over my face. And the next step would be to take my foundation brush, which is a Dior full coverage brush, and to really blend it thoroughly all over my face. But this is not going to be all I'm going to do for my face, because I'm really going to work the concealer all over my face, because my concealer is lighter than my complexion, and which is what I'm looking for. I want my face to look very sallow and very pale. And the concealer I have is paler than my actual complexion, which is perfect. Alright, so where's the concealer? Where are you? Here you are. This is the This is the Double Wear, Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer. I'm going to really apply this all over my face. And I'm going heavily, as you see. As you can probably see. Okay, where is the brush again? It keeps on disappearing, this brush. I'm telling you, it's a naughty brush. This brush is actually fantastic. And then I'm going to powder my face using my Meteorites, as well as the Dior cheek brush. Oh, come on. There's a brush here on my cheek. It's gone now, but it was there. Oh, what's wrong? Why? Now for this look, I'm going to really intensify the contours of the face, and I'm going to not follow the contouring rules of planet Earth. I'm going to take, since I don't have like a brush that's shaped like this, which I definitely should, I'm going to take my bronzer, which is the same one that I use for my eyes, my Terracotta 4 Season bronzer. I'm going to take the darkest shades on this brush, and I'm going to contour my face vertically like this. I'm going to blend this out with a clean like brush. Look straight into the mirror just to make sure that you can definitely see what you're doing. This is actually experimental, so if it ends up looking like a big fat catastrophe, blame my experimenting spirit. I need to look straight in the mirror just to make sure that I see everything that I'm doing. Going to swirl my brush all over the compact, and I'm going to do this again to contour. Okay. And now I'm going to contour the other side, obviously. I'm going to do the same thing that I did. Blend the hell out of this. Actually, I really like this eye look. I think it looks dramatic and nice, which I like. Sometimes you want your eyes to look dramatic. It's okay. Totally normal. Blending again. Looking straight into a mirror. Just to make sure that everything looks even. It doesn't quite look even because this side looks a little less contoured than I want. Okay. Blending again. Swirling it all over the place and contouring with it again. Looking straight into the mirror just to make sure that everything looks clear to me. And now I'm going to take that same brush and I'm going to contour like the end of my eyes. So basically I'm going for a straight line from my lower lash line up to the hairline. Just like so. Alright, this looks really, really good. Actually, I'm pretty surprised. And now I'm going to contour from the arch of my brow to the hairline again. Alright, doing the same thing on the other eye. And now I'm going to contour my nose using the Smashbox brush that I used earlier, which has disappeared mysteriously. And I'm going to contour my nose. I'm going to start with like the bridge of the nose, the sides of it, from the brow to the sides of the bridge of the nose. Continuing downwards, looking straight into a mirror just to make sure that everything looks even. Blend as much as you can because blending is actually a key for everything. I'm going to blend. I'm going to apply a little bit of bronzer on the very tip of my nose, just like so, as well as on the other side, obviously. Let's check how much space I have still in the camera. Okay. Blend, blend, blend. Blend, 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 blending. Blending is key, actually. Okay, look straight into a mirror and make sure that everything looks nice and even. All of the sides look similar. Alright, now, excuse me. Now it's time to highlight the areas that I want. Oh, actually, I forgot to contour my chin. good thing that I remembered, because this was the most experimental thing. I'm going to draw like a W on my chin, like so. 1, 2, 3. So let's hope that this goes out pretty well. If this goes out pretty well, this can actually be revolutionary. Just kidding. Let's try to blend this out a little bit. I'm going to take that Smashbox brush again on this area. And now it's time to highlight, obviously, because when you contour, you have to highlight to bring out the features that you want to be brought out. I'm going to use the fan brush from Smashbox, and I'm going to dip it into the highlighting shade, which is the Lancome limited edition one, by the way, which I talked about. Probably in my latest favorites. Ooh, a lot of shimmer going all over the place, but that's okay. Now a little bit on the chin. Bridge of the nose is definitely necessary. Okay. And now let's work a little bit on the lower lash line of the eye before we move to the cheeks. I'm going to apply dark black liner on the lower lash line. Just like so. I'm going to take my L'Oreal Infallible in that. Actually, yes, I'm going to take that. If it opens, I don't know why it's not opening today. It's on strike or something, probably. Just kidding. Anyway, so where's the MAC 239 brush? Oh, things have been really disappearing on me today for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, so I'm going to take this into the inner tear duct area. Just like so. And then I'm going to take the Smashbox, the Bobbi Brown smudge brush, and I'm going to take this very same product on the middle half of my lash line, like right in the middle of the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take the Tom Ford glitter again, and I'm going to apply this a little bit around that shade. Let's hope that it doesn't give me a ton of fallout. Alright, so this is what the eye looks like so far. And now we're going to take that reddish purple shade again with that same brush and brush. Oh, that was very Mexican or something. What? And we're going to apply it a little bit below the lash line, just like so, to give myself a little bit of bags, but nothing crazy. Now it's mascara time, because no eye makeup is complete without mascara. And let me just come back to you again. Alright, so it's mascara time. Thank goodness for mirrors. Wow, this is actually quite dramatic. I never thought I'd do such a dramatic look on my channel, but it's nice, don't you think? I think it's nice. What a nice pose for mascara, don't you agree? Alright, so now that the eyes are almost complete, let me just fix the situation that's on my lid right now. Anyway, let's wait for this to dry out a little bit so that we can actually fix it. Alright, so the first lip option that you can opt for is must start with completely and utterly skin toned lips. So basically I'm going to apply a little bit of concealer on my lips, and I'm going to blend the concealer with my foundation brush. Alright, now that you have completely and utterly faint lips, you're going to apply a little bit of this Clinique Chubby Stick Intense in Grandest Grape on the inner portion of the lips. Just like so. Concentrated a little bit on the middle half of your lips. Now this is the more wearable version, but to get the very vampy lips, we're going to have to come back after I remove this lip shade that I applied. Alright, so for the second lip option, I'm going to start out with lining my eyes with an eyeliner, which is the Rimmel London Exaggerate Waterproof Eyeliner in the shade Deep Wine. I'm going to line my entire lips with this. So as you can see, my lips look very, very, very scary right now. Really scary. But it's going to be fixed soon. What happened? Alright, so my phone decided to shut down anyway. I'm going to apply the Dior Rouge Dior, I think it's called, in the shade Fantastic Plum over that lip color. Over that lip color, as you can see, I'm going to just dab it a little bit with my finger. Just like so. I mean, this looks very, very beautiful in my opinion. And now I'm going to take the L'Oreal Infallible in Forever Pink. I can't actually stop staring at myself in the mirror. I think I look scary. Anyways, I'm going to take this on the outer corners of my mouth. Again. On the other outer, on the other side. And now we're taking that same brush and the Tom Ford glitter that we used earlier. Let's make sure that the lips are crisp. We're going to take that same brush with that glitter that we used earlier, and we're going to apply this glitter on the middle lower lip using dabbing motions. And now moving to the upper lip. And this completes the second look. I hope that you liked this video. Let me just pose a little bit for you. Let me close my eyes, wink, and zoom a little bit on my lips, cheeks, everything. I hope that you liked this tutorial, and I hope that it was different and interesting for you. If you want to watch more tutorials, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see everything that I'll upload on this channel. And for an outfit of the Vampire Day, don't forget to stay tuned until the very end of the video.